Hey everybody, welcome back to the Layman's Law School. We had so much fun on our last Christmas episode that we decided to have a little more festive
We
fun.
haven't even left. It was so much fun.
We ain't never gonna leave.
We want to roll.
Ain't never gonna leave. Never gonna leave.
Yeah, so we thought we would do a little bit of lightning round today.
I don't. Okay. Well, I don't know what y'all have for me, but I just know that there's got to be something. I just see a bag of Christmas gifts, and I assume it's for me.
Yeah, hand me that bag.
That's
You
yours?
think our lovely marketing rep has brought us all gifts?
I think somebody's brought something. I know.
Well,
I mean,
no, it's a little early.
Oh, are you our secret Santa this year?
But I just wanted to bring this super
oh, it was a gift. I was joking.
Oh.
swag.
I was talking
Very
trash.
nice.
Oh, nice.
You're not going to yell out the sizes as you go?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know if this.
No.
I don't know if it'll fit or work with this jacket I got.
It's a little
I mean,
warm
I don't
in here.
want
You don't have to put it
No,
on.
I'm
You
saying
don't
this
put it on.
jacket's so
I wanted to.
nice.
But look,
That's very
don't
nice.
worry,
Thank
Shawnee.
you.
Got yours in here.
Look at this.
I
Old
mean-
It's a
snazzy.
beaut, Clark.
Yeah. And if you out there, you viewers want to get one of these, they're $400. So for limited time only.
They're actually
Custom.
pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're good.
I like that. Reid,
That's
you're going to
very
use it
nice.
as a blanket in your
Probably.
office, I know.
Probably.
Well, I did consider that. I was like, well, Reid can probably retire his blanket if he.
That blanket will never be retired.
Thank you,
Never.
Lindsey. Those
Thank
are awesome.
you. These are very
You're
nice.
welcome.
Beautiful.
Just spread a
Sorry,
little
Chace,
Christmas
it's not
joy.
a bathrobe, but
It
I got
has
plenty.
that
I got a
same
lot.
kind of.
Not a hoodie
Texture.
for Shawn.
This
I
looks
gotta throw
fantastic.
something at him over there.
Thank you, Lindsey.
You're welcome.
These are beautiful.
So today we're gonna do some quick lightning round Christmas movies. In our
Wow.
last part one, if you caught it, if you didn't, go watch it. We had some fun talking about Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, and The Christmas Story, which are our. I don't know if y'all knew this, but our social media we asked for feedback on which movies to discuss, and so those were actually the top 3 that were named. for
well,
feedback.
and we discussed the legal implications of the things
Correct.
that
Yeah.
happened within those.
And
great
there's a ton
Christmas
more that we
movies.
missed, but we'd
Yeah.
be here for 4 hours if we went through every. You
But
know.
no, people are going to tell us in the comments.
yeah,
sure.
why didn't you
Yeah.
do this one?
Yeah, y'all forgot about that.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a lightning round.
Okay.
So I'm going to name the movie, give a very brief synopsis.
Okay.
If you don't know what it is, just ask questions. And then I'm going to give you what I think is a notable thing that happened in the movie that most people would recognize. And your job is to give like
Not guilty.
yeah, like a libel or not libel or like a one sentence like
got
hot
it.
take.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
a legal hot
Okay.
take. Okay.
Go for it.
All right. So let's start with the
Not guilty.
Yes and not yes.
Exactly.
Let's start with The Santa Claus, Tim Allen movie from 1994. Everybody probably remembers that he, this is the example I'm going to use too, is he distracted Santa who fell off the roof.
Yep.
And then he put on his suit and became Santa Claus in a contract he was not aware he was signing, if you will, when he put on the suit.
Yeah.
So the question is, can a contract like that be made without your informed consent?
Reid?
Absolutely not.
Chase?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. A contract is an agreement between two parties. And if you don't know that you're not making the
That's
agreement.
like the first line.
Yeah. it's Reid saying he's going to do A, and me saying I'm going to do B, and Reid understanding that I'm going to do B, and me understanding that Reid is going to do A. That's a mutual
And we
agreement.
accept it, and
And
we
we
accept
accept
it.
it.
And clearly through the whole rest of the movie, The Santa Claus, he was not acceptable
Yeah.
accepting of these terms.
Well, I know what movie you're talking about, but I've never actually seen it. I know
What?
he turns into Santa Claus and
Yeah.
everything, but
Yeah.
I've
This
never
looked like a
I've never
little
seen
weight
the
to you?
movie.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think it's also he probably guilty of theft, putting on the man's suit,
That came out in '94.
Yeah.
94.
Trafficking cocaine.
trafficking cocaine.
Well, they had like 17 more. After
I guess
that.
That's right.
the reason why
Yeah,
I
that's
probably
just
don't
Tim
remember
That's just
it
Tim Allen.
is because the Santa Claus was probably on cable.
Oh,
Like the Christmas Story was just on,
TBS.
the 4 channels that I had
All the time.
in
On
1994.
93.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So the next one is a classic, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Absolutely.
Whether we're talking about the cartoon or the real remake.
We
of it.
broke out.
Whoa, we're only talking about one thing.
Okay.
We're only talking about Jim Carrey's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas from the 90s or 2000. something like that.
2000.
2000, yeah.
Yep.
That's the one we're talking about.
All right. Well, we can talk about
Okay.
that one. So what I think the most obvious one is that the Grinch went down and stole Christmas. Burglarized all these houses, but then he gave it all back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
It doesn't matter in whether or
It's
not
like
he's
Christmas.
guilty or not. Okay, and ignorance of the law or you trying to like make it better doesn't really matter. It's aside from in the civil arena, that's what the civil arena is all about.
Yep.
So like if you commit a crime and you hurt somebody, you batter them.
It doesn't
paying
matter
them
if your heart
damage,
grew 3 sizes.
and when I say it doesn't matter, you can still be convicted and still be sentenced and everything. But it does matter when it comes to sentencing. And Shawn, could you explain to him how that plays a role and whether or not you actually show contrition, whether or not you actually make reparations?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Anytime you have, acceptance of responsibility, preferably early acceptance of responsibility, someone that is truly remorseful for their actions, or somebody in between the time that they were arrested and sentenced that has done things to better their life, whether it be, going to anger management courses or going to rehab or, volunteering at, social agencies that are relative to what they've been charged with, stuff like that. All that is what can be done to mitigate the consequences of your conduct.
Mitigate.
And to get a better, result, less punishment, from the judge based on, showing them that you're a good person, that you are changed, remorseful.
Do we feel like the Grinch probably got a lot of community service then?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I've
Probably.
researched.
Maybe
He's the
maybe work in the
Grinch.
post office.
I've
That's
researched
what-
the
that's
rules.
what he does.
Yeah,
I've
to work in the
researched
post
the
office
rules
after
of
screwing all that
Whoville,
stuff.
and Whoville doesn't have any kind of criminal act
You
against
researched
burglary. Yeah, in Whoville. Whoville says that you can burglarize. If you're the Grinch, you can burglarize people.
It's like the villages in Florida. You can go into anybody's house.
Oh, all right. We're gonna stay
All
away
right.
from that one.
It's a community. It's a communist community.
Okay, the next one is Miracle on 34th Street. I'm gonna throw a bit of
Oldie.
I'm gonna throw a
Oldie.
bit of a curve on this question though. It's not really asking you about the situation. I'm gonna ask you, would you take the case to defend this man who is on trial because he says he is Santa Claus? He's Kris Kringle. Do you think you could win that case?
The
I
person,
think so.
Yeah, the person that I
If they actually truly believe it, I think
wish
so.
I was, they would take that case. But me today, probably, I would probably not want to jump on the side of an insane man.
Allegedly.
Let me tell you that Santa Claus is going to have to show me some stuff
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
in order
exactly.
to convince me that he's Santa Claus before
That's all I'm saying. That's all
you
I'm
know.
saying. I'm gonna
But
have
if
to
it
know
is
that.
Santa Claus,
then
all
I'll
day
do it.
long.
Yeah.
If it is actually Santa Claus, absolutely, I'm taking the case. I might go,
Win or lose.
down, to into the loony bin along with him,
Sure.
but
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go after it.
I'm gonna
We'll
get
see.
good Christmas presents for the rest of my life.
I'm gonna be on the good. I'm gonna be on the good list.
Yeah.
for once.
No, I would 100% take it. Like I said, they would have to exactly with Shawn. I'm with him. Like they'd have to show me some proof, but yeah, I'd try it.
Yeah,
Why not?
we do things for money, but sometimes you just do things because they are
I got
fun.
so many. No, I
They
got
are
a lot
right.
of yeah, right.
They're
not fun.
interesting.
Yep.
I got a person that,
Well, with the
like a
hurricane
tattoo
stuff,
parlor
yep.
right now. I'm
Yeah.
going after a tattoo parlor where they promised this girl they would do a touch up on her finger. She comes back 8 months later. They say, "Yeah, no problem. We'll do a touch up." She sits down. They say, "Yo, it's $150."
Yikes.
And they think that there's nothing wrong with it. And they're saying that I'm the crazy man for suing them for the $150. It's like, no, I'm not making any money
Trying to
off
make
of
the
this.
big bucks,
But what y'all
baby.
did
You
ain't
should've
right
just-
to this girl. It's
yeah.
just
We have a
messed
lot.
up.
Of, yeah.
You just put the
I've got a
tattoo
lot
on.
of those hurricane things. I'm
Like
doing.
just like that? Yeah.
All right, this next one is also another classic, The Polar Express,
What year is that one?
2004.
See,
But it was
why-
a book. It was a book.
I know, but why would I have seen the
Don't worry,
Polar
Shawn.
Express?
Don't worry. You're about to.
Yeah.
I
You're
know-
about to
I
watch
know,
it.
It's
know all
coming.
these.
You're about to watch it.
It's coming, but
John has a little
100
boy that's
times.
about to get the,
it's
the
like
age where all
the
this
the
stuff.
one with Tim Allen came out in 1994. I was in
Well, then
I was in high school.
Then this question
in
isn't for you,
1994.
Shawn.
I would have never seen.
This question isn't
I
for
was-
you.
I'm not that much younger than you.
You were in
But-
beginning middle school. Yeah, you were still watching cartoons.
Ask the question.
I was watching Saved by the Bell on Saturday
Exactly.
mornings. I know that.
Fourth wall.
Okay. So the Polar Express. If you haven't seen the movie,
What's the
Not for you.
it's not.
It's
not for you.
got to be a
It's-
train.
it's
not-
it has to be
honestly,
a
it's-
train, right?
I think
because
it's boring. I don't recommend it.
I hate the
honestly.
Polar Express.
So,
I hate it.
hey,
Okay.
and
It's
Polar
worse.
Express lovers, come at us in
I'm
the
sorry.
comments.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't care.
it's filmed weird. It's creepy. It's the uncanny valley.
Yeah,
It's
too
all
close,
of it.
'cause
Without
they did
being
mirror
real.
so
capture.
you've seen this. Huh?
My wife
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a Christmas
So-
nut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right,
all
what's my
so
question?
basically this train comes through town, and
Picks
I guess
kids up.
kids are the only ones who can hear it.
Uh-huh.
They come out and they board this train in the middle of the night, and it goes on. I don't even remember where it went. Well, it went to the North Pole. That's
Went to the
right.
North Pole.
And
They get hot chocolate. They sing a little hot
there's
chocolate.
but on this train,
hot chocolate.
yeah.
Yeah, it just drives me crazy. The whole
Just-
thing is just,
just
oh
like
God,
that.
yeah.
but on the train,
that's what it's
there's
terrible.
no
It sounds
seat
like that to me.
belts. They're going at alarming speeds.
Yeah.
You know, the train
Child
operators
endangerment.
are
They're on
child
ice.
endangerment,
They're on
everything.
ice. They're sliding, hitting moose and
The
crap.
kids are walking on steel beams at one
Yeah,
point when they
yeah.
at some point
They
in the
lost
movie.
some kids. They got in this big bag, almost died. It's almost
Who's
like
running
a horror
the whole
film.
operation?
Nobody, evidently.
Santa.
Oh, well, not guilty. You think Santa would harm a child? Absolutely not.
It's all in good fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, I think that's the only
That
answer
one-
we need. Right?
I would say-
You just offended
I would say
Santa,
this.
So.
Polar Express is the closest thing I've ever seen to a horror film that's not a horror film.
That's
It
true.
is
It's
very
just like,
creepy.
what is happening? This is for kids?
When he gets on
No.
top of the train and that guy's
All
with the
of
ghost.
it, the ghost
Yeah.
is creepy.
Yeah.
The
They
big
tried-
bag
they
of
tried-
toys. They almost died in the
Yeah,
big bag of
so-
toys.
don't-
Like, it's just insane.
Don't let Porter watch.
No.
Actually, yeah, just
I'm not
don't.
planning on it.
Yeah.
Let him watch it. I'm not letting Tilly watch it. She'll hear
Well,
about
good.
it maybe at school one day, and I'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, who
Yeah.
did it? Who
The
told
worst.
her?" The next one is one of my favorites from when I was younger, and I feel like maybe you've probably seen this one because it came out.
Goonies.
No, it came out in 19. Was that at Christmas?
No, that's not a Christmas movie.
All right, so this one came out in 1988. Okay, it was Scrooged with Bill Murray.
One of my favorite movies of all
Excellent.
This
Good
was
movie.
one of the most unhinged movies,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
loved
It was-
every
I did too.
minute of it.
Yeah, it was
okay,
good.
All right.
Towel.
It's gonna be hard for me to pick just one.
PCR. Towel.
Tough look.
All right, do we think that could Frank? We're going to suspend our imagination. Suspend our imagination.
Suspend disbelief.
Thank you.
Mm.
Could Frank sue the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future for his psychological distress? Sure, they saved his soul, but that trauma.
No, I think that was the only way he was going to learn, and I think it's going to be tough to. It's going to be tough to serve a ghost.
Well,
Number one, and
Do
where
they- do
where
they
would
have
you
an address?
Corporeal's a problem.
again, just think about damage.
saved him, helped him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it saved him. So he's not damaged. That would be like someone saying, "Hey, I destroyed your house, but I also gave you a car, a new house,
And
a bank full of money."
and if you think
yeah,
about it this way, they didn't really do anything that didn't happen.
That one ghost beating the crap
I
out of him.
understand. The little girl, she kicked him in the face, and
yeah, that was
why don't smile? Wee! It just knocks the heck
Yeah.
out. But my point is, all they did is drag him to things that either did already happen, or happening at the moment, or going
Drag
to
him back
happen
to
in the
his
future.
memories, yeah.
So they didn't actually do anything except show him what had happened or is
Yeah.
going to happen. So no, I don't think they're liable.
All right, all right.
not guilty.
I'm
Not
taking
guilty on all counts.
I'm taking Bill Murray's case, regardless of what it is, just because I love Bill Murray.
Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
are
We'll
you
grind
all-
it out, you know,
Are you gonna
lose all the
be-
money for our firm.
Good
but
enough.
Me and Bill are going to hang
You
out.
go, yeah.
I was gonna say because he's got more problems with those unsafe conditions that he's making those.
No,
people work
he's
under.
definitely guilty for those. He's definitely when you're
let's
talking about
get you soon.
stapling little, well,
In
just
the
staple
ears,
them to their
yes.
heads. You can't staple stuff to
Yeah.
animals' heads.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not allowed.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Sorry.
That has a higher sentence than kidnapping. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
think
he may have killed that old man from the homeless shelter too. It froze to death. He may have
I
killed him.
agree.
We don't know, but he may
It's a
have.
conspiracy,
It's-
Christmas
Yes,
conspiracy.
exactly.
Hey, he killed an old man in that movie?
No, he just found this old man that was froze to death in the gutter, but he told him.
Okay.
Yeah, he led to his death.
Okay, now here's a more. I think this is a more obscure one because I don't know that I've ever seen this all the way through, or it's been a long time. But there's a movie called Christmas with the Cranks. Came out in 2004. Okay,
Don't know it.
Don't know that one either.
I don't think.
What is it?
it's not a great of a
What's the
movie.
woman's name?
But what
Lee
happens?
Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis,
and Tim Allen.
Tim
Definitely
Allen.
hadn't seen it.
So these parents, they find out that their daughter's not coming home for Christmas, and so they say, "Great, we're gonna go on a cruise or out of town because we don't want to decorate anyway." And so what happens is that she calls them and says, "Oh no, I am coming home and I'm bringing my new boyfriend." And they're like, "Oh," so they have to change all their plans. I might be messing this up because I've again probably seen this once maybe, but what happens is that the HOA, their HOA in their neighborhood, it basically is like you have to decorate your home, like because you're in this state, you have to decorate it for Christmas. So my question is, how like, is there any legal
contract.
anything
If it's in the HOA contract. Now, if it's not, then they just want to do it.
specifically?
Yeah, it's got to say, and then that's going to be tough to identify because if they say that,
What if
then you
just
put one light up and say, I decorated.
redone
It's an interpretation of what decorating is, and everybody's decorating's different.
You don't
but-
see that little red tiny bow right over there on that bush?
Exactly.
There's my decorations.
Yep, that's it. But you could,
Yeah.
theoretically, you could put that into an HOA. Now, it'd be difficult with the religious aspect and all that stuff, but you can contract for basically
Well,
anything. I mean, you can.
The reason why these are movies is because you would never put that in a HOA because an HOA is designed to maintain or improve the value of real estate. And because one person, when a HOA is formed and there are covenants and restrictions put on real estate property over a certain area, subdivision type thing, they're to maintain the value and improve the value of the property. And with someone would be crazy to put a stipulation like that. Unless,
I'm sure it's happened. I mean, I watched a documentary on the
North
cult down in
Pole.
Texas, and they had some crap. But I'm just saying,
Unless it's a
you
part
can
of
really
the
contract
community.
for whatever you want.
Like, yeah.
It could be if it's a
Okay.
Christian community, and you have to be this high
So
level
basically,
Christian, and
the
they
cranks
could
are
do it.
SOL.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah,
gotta-
yeah.
they
But
gotta
no,
decorate
I
their
don't think they
house
are. I
in
think
this
I mean
community.
Shawn's got hit it the same as all of us. Is like you put a bow, a 2-inch bow out there, and go, that's my decoration.
Yeah.
Right now, if they list, you have to have lights on your roof and tree in your yard. I mean, they could do that too. It's
Right.
all about what the contract says.
Right, and they can fine you, a significant amount.
And
If you sign the contract and the contract says you can get fined $10,000,
That's
you can get fined $10,000.
That's a big key.
And then and the only barrier you would have to that is state and federal constitutional, whether or not
Sure.
that's.
I had one HOA case that was somebody asked me about, and I mean that's important. It's the repercussions to the violation is important because that's got to be under contract too. And then the repercussions were that they were, if you don't clean it up, we'll clean it up. And I go, well, just let them clean it up. Then. if that's the punishment, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
fine.
So he didn't say that you're responsible
No,
for the
no,
cost?
no. It
Oh,
was
we're
just
gonna do it.
we'll clean it up. And I go,
Cut your
Come
grass.
on.
come on, guys.
Cut your grass, or I'm gonna cut it.
Let's just
Can
go.
we get you on the schedule?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to need you to be here every third Thursday. Clean this
9:30.
place.
9:30. That's what I said. I was like, man, just let them do it.
The cranks just got to be a little bit smarter and turn this into their advantage.
They don't
Exactly.
seem very bright if you watch the movie.
Well, they're cranks.
All right, this next one was fun. Bad Santa, with
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton.
I know that one.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's one I figured you'd seen. So obviously this guy is
Not guilty. It's great. Santa. Not guilty.
Depending on who we're talking about here.
yeah. So basically, as we see, he's a thief, right? And so Santa is sort of his guise as a department store Santa to get away with all this stuff.
His M.O.
His MO, that's right. But what I want to know is he inadvertently becomes a guardian for this kid. Like, what? You can't do that. You can't just pick up a kid.
Well,
and
the
just
grandma
put
was
she's a part of
was
it.
there.
They
She
met.
just wasn't really there.
yeah, but this kid's going on all these,
He definitely put him
Mischievous
in
adventures.
dangerous situations where he could be held criminally liable for endangering the child and like taking him to robberies and stuff. But outside of that, and the little person, he's guilty too. He was in on the robbery.
Yeah.
The little elf guy. He knew it was going
could the
down.
kid be considered an accessory
He
to
could
the crimes?
be. He certainly could be because after
How
he
old was
finds
he?
out.
How old
He
was
has to
that
have
kid?
he has to have the intent now that.
Well, I'm
so-
saying that was throughout the. I mean, he kind of learned. Like, I mean, I think you could make an argument,
I
but
seen this.
I mean, he didn't actively participate, but he certainly was
He knew
in
what
the
was going
know.
on.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and so I don't. But I don't. I mean, you don't really.
Yeah.
He was young and needing somebody to help him,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't.
So
I wouldn't think a prosecutor would do that
yeah.
to.
Not
Unlikely.
a kid,
Very
yeah.
unlikely.
So but for all those people out there, if you're in the know and you're hanging out with people and they're doing stuff, you have to do something to actively disassociate.
Yeah.
And to
Very
That's a
good
good
point.
point.
to separate yourself from
Can't just
what's
go.
occurring.
Well, I knew it was happening, but I didn't do it.
But yeah, I just rode in the car. No,
No.
you have to get out of the car. You have
Yeah.
to say, I'm not being a part of this. You have to go find somebody and try and,
This is a really
let
good
it-
tip
You don't
for
have-
people who don't know.
Well, I'm saying you
this.
don't have to like be a hero and stop it,
No.
but you just
No.
got to get
Say,
away.
like,
you
yeah,
got you
I'm
can't.
not
Move yourself.
doing that.
Yeah, I
I'm not a
mean,
part of
it's
this.
really
Yeah, former cop. Tell us.
What Chace is saying is correct. But it's going to keep what Chace is saying is going to keep you out of getting in trouble.
That's right.
Yeah.
What the law is a lot more strict than that.
Your ass is
Absolutely.
in trouble 'cause
No,
you
no,
were
no,
there.
no,
Oh.
no. As in, no. Your mere presence
Yeah, is enough.
is not enough.
Right.
Really?
Not enough.
But it's still going to get you. It could very easily get you charged.
Absolutely. You're
That's-
going to end up getting arrested,
Yeah,
be in
yeah,
trouble.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you just, I mean, if you guys say you're going to rob a bank and
Yeah.
I'm just riding in the car and I'm like, well, I'm not robbing the bank.
Well, if you rob the bank, if you say, well, hey, we're robbing the bank, and you walk in there, you don't say anything to anybody. You get in the car, you go into the bank, they rob the bank, you go out.
Well,
you don't pick anything up, you don't say anything to anybody.
If
but
I
you
walked
just-
in the bank with you, then
that's
obviously it's
it.
going to be a lot more difficult for me to prove that I wasn't involved.
Yeah.
But if I was riding in the car and just said, well, I'm not robbing the bank, and y'all went in, as long as I wasn't the driver, technically,
You were already in the
under
car
a technical aspect, you were merely present at the scene of a
And you can
crime.
argue that you were kidnapped.
But it's just.
And you could argue that you're kidnapped.
But it's
Yeah.
it goes to the
I'm
point
hanging
where.
out with some bank robbers, and I'm
Learning.
scared.
But Jace, it goes. I mean, dude, your point stands in that it makes basically it puts the burden on you as
Sure.
you have to prove that you're innocent. Or if you just remove yourself, then
Sure. I mean,
good.
the
It-
police are always going to end up arresting everybody because there's going to be probable
they're not going
cause.
to know who did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the law is on their, party to a crime, at least in the state of Georgia, is that you
Yeah.
have to knowingly take part, aid, abet, encourage, things like that. Just you being, present. If we were sitting right here, Lindsey decides to pull out a gun and shoot you, me and Chace
would
aren't
never.
guilty of aggravated assault just because we were present.
and those elements that you just listed, you don't have to hit all of them, but you certainly have to hit some. And then being a child is going to factor into that. Can they have that appreciation?
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Can they have that understanding?
Yeah.
All that goes into that
Way
play.
to tie it back.
Always do.
Good job.
He's not just the color man.
Not just here for
He
my
keeps
for my hey for my
direction.
suits.
So here's a fun one. Love Actually is a pretty classic. There's so many different stories, but I think the one thing that stands out.
Unfortunately, I know them all very well.
Who's in Love Actually? I'm trying.
A lot
to
of them.
Hugh Grant.
the guy from what's it?
Keira Knightley.
Walking Dead. Keira Knightley.
The
Liam
Taken,
Neeson,
yeah,
Liam Neeson.
Liam
It was
Neeson.
Emma
English.
Thompson,
It was a set in
Alan
England,
Rickman.
and it was a bunch
God
of
rest his
different
soul.
stories. No,
I
nothing?
don't know if I've seen it.
There's a bunch of different stories
There's
going on.
like 6 different little
and
stories
so
happening. at the
Liam
same time.
Nielsen's
Liam
son.
Neeson. Yeah.
Yep.
Stepson.
You're
Stepson.
about to be taken.
Okay.
Liam
Well-
Nielsen's wife had passed, and he had a stepson that he was
Yes.
taking care of, and he had fallen for the drummer. He learned to play drums. He had fallen for the singer whose
school,
mom
like,
was
band or
a
whatever.
professional singer, and they're putting on a school play.
I'm out. That's
That
too
was-
much.
that was-
Too much going on
Yeah,
here.
and
So
only one
what's
story.
the what's the
Only one
movie?
story.
What's the
So when they go to the
legal issue.
airport
The little
and the
boy.
kid jumps the
Ah.
thing to run away from security,
yeah.
He's
to
trying
chase after-
to. He's
you
trying
gotta
to
kiss,
catch
but-
the little
the
Singer
singer
girl.
to get a kiss or
and
just
she is like getting on the plane,
right.
and so the little boy takes off from the beginning of the airport
Yep.
and cuts through, jumps
Yeah.
over security,
You're
jumps
saying
through.
little boy. We're talking about a child.
Yeah,
or-
11
talking
years
about
old,
10,
12
Okay.
years old.
Kevin
He
McAllister.
jumps
Yeah.
through the metal detectors backwards, going
Yeah.
through everything, jumping, and he doesn't have it, and he's running. The alarms are going off. They're chasing him,
Yeah.
and then he gets the girl.
What year? Pre 9/11 or post
There you go.
9/11?
Perfect.
I think
Perfect
it's
assessment.
probably
Oh.
98 post.
Post 9/11 guilty.
Post. Yeah.
And the dad.
Thanks a lot.
The dad's getting
Doesn't matter how
Osama.
old you
Yeah.
are.
Well, the dad kind of
The dad's getting
that's what
arrested, yeah,
I
the
think. The
dad
dad's in
helped.
trouble because he helped, right?
yeah.
He made
Oh,
a distraction, and then there was some kind of magical stuff with Mr. Bean having the coat over the guy. Blah blah blah. And
But
Mr. Bean
much.
showed up. But
But
I
the kid's
still
getting in
think,
trouble.
yeah, and they just took him out to the front and let him go. Like, get out of here, you old rascal. No, that's not how it's going to be. Every plane's going to be shut
no.
down.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this: in England, he's probably going to be okay. In the United States, he's not.
Yeah.
Man, I just know that if you do that, you don't get just, hey, get out of here, buddy. And then the planes go off great. No,
I mean,
that ruined
we
a
have
lot of
people
people.
here that are getting arrested because there is one single bullet
Yeah.
in their carry-on.
Yep.
Which was just fell out. You know,
Uh,
they had used it in the past, and is
Kate had one in her
It's
carry-on bag, and they got pulled out.
I
Luckily,
left a
yeah.
magazine in Whitney's last carry-on.
Nice.
Oh.
Impressive, guys.
Sorry about that.
Impressive. Like I said, 3 felonies
Sorry
a
about
day.
that, Whit.
3 felonies a day.
Could happen to anybody.
Yeah,
Could happen to anybody. Right?
yeah,
Exact point. Okay, let's see.
You got the. What about the holiday? That's a
and
good
Love
one.
Actually was a Christmas movie. I didn't hear a Christmas
Yeah,
spin on that
yeah.
at all.
All of
It
it's
was all
around
around
Christmas.
during the
Okay.
Christmas season.
The
Yeah.
song that they're
'Cause,
singing is the
it's all
Mariah
around
Carey
love
song.
Yeah.
There's another whole thing about this old
All I
aging
Want for
rock and
Christmas
roll.
Is You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he learned to do it. And then there's an aging rock star, and he's up against a boy band, and it's all about the Christmas song they're putting out. It's all little stories like that.
I'm out.
I'm out.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
But
It's a lot going on.
Of these movies, it's the most adult one for sure.
Yeah.
Bad
I would
Santa
agree
might
with
be
that.
the most adult.
You'd have a better time.
Bad Santa.
You'd have a
Just
better
a
time
different
convincing
comedy.
me to
It's
watch a
rated- it's
Keanu
rated
Reeves
higher.
film.
NC-17.
Yeah. It's definitely rated worse.
The holidays on here, but
Oh
like,
yeah, I got.
I mean,
say need some rom-coms. I'm your guy. I got them.
so I mean,
What crime is in the?
And the holiday. Well,
holiday,
a lot
well,
of things. I mean, you
that
you,
workplace harassment. That guy she had an affair with, and then
100%.
he flew across the ocean. That's stalking. I mean,
100%.
it's gotta be.
And then I mean, you got some stuff.
This is
with
where
the,
she switched the houses.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying. I've seen that movie, but I'm trying to remember what.
I think the bad guy is the ex of
The boss.
Kate Winslet,
Yes.
and
Iris in the movie.
he definitely did some shady
He's
things.
crossing some lines.
Yeah.
Not just
Is
Legally,
this one where he breaks up with her right at the beginning when she planned him the surprise birthday party?
no, that's kind of what happened. All right, so
basically that's every rom-com.
yeah,
But yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just say yeah. Yeah. It's yeah.
yeah. So she,
Cameron Diaz in it.
Yeah.
yes,
She planned some type of a party, and he walked in.
Yes.
And-
That is.
yeah.
And he broke up with
Yes.
her when she didn't know it was.
Yes, and she
he didn't know
can't
it was a
cry.
surprise
She
party.
can't cry. and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember.
I mean, well,
Rom-coms
let's
don't
see.
have
What
as
about
many,
Well, what
like,
about
questionable stuff.
name Iris's brother,
Jack Black, no,
not the other one.
Jude Law.
Yeah. What about him coming into Cameron Diaz's rented house in the middle of the night and just walking in
Drunk.
drunk?
This
Just
is
random
drunk.
dude comes in drunk into your house.
I say if it's a woman and it's Jude Law, then it's not a crime. You know?
I agree with Chase. Jude,
Okay. All
Law,
right.
Jude Law's on my
Next.
list of.
Hey, like
my-
Shawn said, not guilty.
Did she say no?
Not guilty.
Yeah.
Not guilty.
There's actually a
lost
trend on
couple
Instagram
of
right now where it's
girlfriends.
like
Yeah.
it's that music playing in the
Jude Law.
background of women watching the holiday, and they're like, "Oh, it's Jude Law season," and they
Ah.
are interacting with the movie as if Jude Law's looking at them.
I've been told I look like Jude Law, but it was from that movie where he looked like a robot, so I didn't think that as. He's like, it's a terrible movie, and he looked like a weird robot. And I was like, oh shit, all right,
Thanks
Great.
a lot.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna end it with this one because this is a controversial topic for some people
Oh,
because
Lord.
they don't think.
You know what it is?
No, I don't.
No,
It's
they don't
controversial,
think that
though.
it's a Christmas movie, which I
Okay.
disagree. So I want to
Go
know.
ahead and lead with it then. Man.
What do y'all think about Die Hard?
Absolutely a Christmas movie.
100%.
Setting. The setting. It's all about setting. If
I
Love
think
Actually
it's,
can be a
I think
Christmas
it's how you
movie,
define.
Die Hard
I
can be
think
a
it's
good
how you
one.
define a Christmas movie. You know, is it about the feelings of love and family, or is it about just the Christmas setting? You know, it depends on how you define
Well,
it.
I don't know.
I'm really just trying to be devil's advocate here. I don't know.
I mean,
You agree then?
I do.
But there's
but
all
that-
these still
I'm trying to-
other
so
action
I
movies
agree.
where Santa's having to defend the North Pole
But that's
from
actually
ninjas
Santa.
and
But this
stuff.
isn't
Yeah.
Santa. This is just some jerk off the street, man. This is yeah. John McClane can't get along with his wife. Stalks her up to New York and just stuck in a building. Now he's fighting. You know, I don't know.
He's
the dude
saving
from-
the day.
Euro
He's
trash.
fighting
Saving
Euro,
the day is
the
what he's
fake
doing.
Euro trash. God
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
his soul, Rickman, falling from the sky.
He
You
was
know,
so
I
great.
mean, I'm
It
just
caused
saying
a lot of
it's-
property damage.
Yeah, a lot. I'm just saying there's not a lot of Christmas. It just
Nakatomi
happens to
Plaza.
be.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
happens to be during December 24th ish.
That's right.
But it doesn't really say
Which
anything.
makes it
A
Christmas movie.
movie.
I rest my case.
I'm just
Yep.
Not guilty.
You had to let us know
saying
in the
there's nothing.
comments.
There's
do you
no
think Die
Christmas
Hard is a
talk.
Christmas movie?
There's no Christmas Santa Claus coming at the end.
It's at a Christmas
The
party.
only thing that's magical about it is John McClane's ridiculous ability to walk on glass. That's the only thing that's magical. Barefoot.
Yippee-ki-yay.
He got a whole bunch of
Miracle on the 34th floor is what that's called.
There you go. Great way to end it.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We obviously had a lot of fun in this part 2. We appreciate you guys viewing, and we're looking forward to 2025. And if you've got any ideas for topics that you'd like for Layman's Law School to cover, just leave them in the comments for us. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can get notified when new episodes come out. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.